Hello everyone, it's Diane. I'm working on my Wonder Book journals with dolls featured in them. And I've got quite a bit accomplished so far. I've put the front pocket on each page. I haven't made all of the cards that go in. This one just happens to be a postcard, a Van Gogh. And I put a tab on it. And I made this one with a little Golden Book Go Fish card. And this one I did a little collage on scrapbook cardstock. This is just a paper that I used to blot my stencils on. I knew that would come in handy. And an image that I cut from a 1960-something Montgomery Ward catalog, and this little piece of ephemera. And I don't think I didn't make any cards for that journal yet. But I have my lace on the edges, I have my fabric flips, and I also did a fabric cluster, and this little strip from my Dick and Jane fabric that had word strips on it. So I put one of those on in each signature. So I've got all the fabric-y stuff done as far as I know, as far as all what I know I want to do. So I think right now I'm going to focus on some pockets and maybe a little stenciling. So I'm just going to take one of the book signatures and work on that. I know I'm going to want to have a little pocket, a small pocket to tuck one of these book pages in, so I thought that I would use these little flashcards. So let's do that first. Oh, well, that's perfect, using this one with the nut for this book page with the squirrel. Let's put that in the back part of the signature somewhere. You know what I might do with this? I might turn that into a little booklet, because I don't want to lose any of the images by gluing it down somewhere. And I want you to have a place to journal, so I might turn that into a booklet. And I think I'll just glue that instead of sewing it. Right? Do I want to sew it? I might want to sew it. So I'll do that. I'm going to clip that on there so I know that when I take it to my sewing machine, that's where it goes. Let's make a little booklet. I've got some papers here that were digitally printed. Got that paper. Let's see what I've got here that I can turn into booklet pages. I've got a drawer full of lined papers and things like that. Maybe this is enough. I could make the pages 6 inches and then fold it so it would be 3 by, let's do 3 3/4. They can be smaller than that. They just can't be bigger than that. That's already 3, no. That's 3 1/4, so that's fine. Let's check the size. Okay, that'll work. Put this one in here. Just cutting that so it's all ready for the other booklets that I'll make. I'll just trim that part off. And these can be tiny little journaling spots somewhere sometime. Oh, let's see. Okay, this is one that I printed. I just made a copy of one of my old ledger books. So that's probably enough. I've got 4 pages here. And I'm going to want to reinforce that. You can see it's coming apart. So I'm going to take this piece here and cut it at about 3/4 of an inch. And I'll just put some tape on it. And get it off my fingers. Then I'll open this up and just kind of try to center it down and press it down. So there's a little tear here. There's a little bit of tape. I'm just going to rub that off. I think that one's good. And then just carefully fold it again. Got a little tape exposed there. There. And so my cover is ready, and I can just sew the pages in. I'll do that at my machine. I might round the corners because, yeah, let's round the corners. At least I'll do them all because the corners of this booklet are rounded. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch. That might be the size that I need. I guess I need to do the 1/2 inch. It's closer. That was awkward the way I was holding it. Well, And then I'll sew that on my machine all together and tuck it in here. Here's one pocket. I wanted to use some book pages, children's book illustrations for pockets. It's pretty easy to, I have a lot of illustrations that are in a square format. This doesn't have a square around it, but it is still shaped like a square. I could cut that out, and that would be easy to make a pocket. So any of these I would probably just cut into a square or rectangle shape, but I really like using shaped things like those two and this and these, where this one's more of a square also, but I love that. And these, I like making pockets out of things like that. So I have out, and I like using the squarish shapes too. That doesn't bother me, but it's really fun to do these. So I got out some white cardstock. This one I'll need to cut around better, but I'm going to glue it down first. I usually fussy cut them and then put the glue on, because like the tails of her ribbon, I might need to re-glue them once I cut it out, because the glue isn't completely covering every space. I'm going to try to spread it out, I think, to get a better coverage. This isn't working. Credit card would have been better, but I didn't want to go get one. Alright, we're going to glue this down, and then we might have to add some more glue after it gets cut out. I will kind of try to squeeze the glue around. Hopefully that'll help smear it around. It is kind of a pain to fussy cut something like that and then glue it down and then fussy cut it again. So we'll see how that works. This guy's already cut out. He's not that involved as far as fussy cutting. I want to do this one. I would like to tuck a lot of vintage ephemera pieces into these journals. I really want to concentrate more on using more vintage ephemera in my journals. That's cute too. I just bought that, what's it called? Baby Deer journal from Meg at Chasing Retro. And I showed it on a video. And I am so in love with the illustrations, the baby animal illustrations. And I am a mature woman, and I love those illustrations that were made for a young child's book. So I am not going to apologize for using children's illustrations in these journals. I think a lot of you like them too. I'm just going to cut one of these images out and find a place to put it. The glue may be dry enough on here, I think. This is that rhyme that I think of very often when I look in the mirror, because I have very curly hair and I have bangs. And I have to straighten my bangs every day. I don't wash my hair every day, but the bangs need straightening every day, and then they don't stay straight, especially if it's humid. So there was a little girl, and she had a little curl right in the middle of her forehead. I think of that when I look in the mirror. And when she was good, she was very, very good. And when she was bad, well, that's not what this says. When she chewed her food, she felt very, very good. When she swallowed it whole, she felt horrid. That's not how the rhyme goes. When she was good, she was very, very good. And when she was bad, she was horrid. I've had my horrid moments. This is a bunch of nursery rhymes that came in a little booklet that might have been from an insurance company, or maybe it was a drugstore. I don't remember now, but it was a little booklet that had these wonderful little illustrations with the oranges and green colors. I love the pictures. Sorry about all the fussy cutting. I hope you're crafting along with me. If you are, what are you making? I know Pam Van E has been working on some golden books. I've got to go watch her videos, and she did comment on my video that went up today. She said that she's making golden books, which I had seen, and I don't know if I've watched any of the videos from her series of this yet, but I put them in my playlist to watch later. I tend to watch flip-throughs. I don't do a lot of process videos. I make process videos, but I don't tend to watch a lot of them. I will watch the flip-through, and then if I see something there that I think, I wonder how she did that, I might go back and find it, try to find it in the process videos. I'm not trying to discourage you from watching my process videos. It's just a matter of what we like to watch. Sometimes I have it on while I'm crafting in here, and I can look up at it sometimes, but if I'm just watching YouTube videos while I eat my dinner or something, I want something that I like to watch flip-throughs then, because I want to pay attention more. So I could put, I don't like that color there. I could put this here. I would make, usually I make the shaped pieces a tuck spot and not a pocket. But this one has a square shape. If I made a narrow enough tag, I think it would be better to have a pocket so this part doesn't get bent. So it would be open right here, but glued here, and the bottom, of course. Let's try that. Then I'll have to make a long, narrow tag. Okay, now, how about a tag? Let's do that while we're doing this. Maybe this green. I have a tag punch. If I can find where I put it. It's right here. Ooh, I kept it handy. So this can do 1.5, 2, and 2.5. I think 2.5 will be fine. That's not very big. Yeah. So I'm going to cut this 2.5 inches wide. And I guess I will just cut the length after I cut this part. I'll put that in there in the widest section. And punch. Just going to see how much I need to cut off. That looks really cute. Let's try that. Perfect. I'll add some reinforcements. Do this orange, but I want to tone it down a little bit. I've got some vintage photo ink residue on this. That helps. I better glue it. Well, these are not the old ones. I think it's sticky enough. Can't center it though. And I don't know if I'll do anything else to the tag. You can write on the tag. I might glue a paper to the back of it that will make it easier for you to write. Try not to pull on it too hard, because even with the reinforcement on this thin cardstock, you can pull it out, tear a hole. Trim this a little more. I think that looks really cute. So now I need to put one here. I think the elephant would look cute there. Yeah, I like him. He won't take so long to fussy cut, I think. I was thinking about doing a series about all the different elements that I use. So, like one video would be about pockets and the types of pockets and tuck spots, because I want to keep a little notebook or some kind of a list for myself. And I thought, as I make up my list of the types of pockets and tuck spots, to remind myself, because sometimes I just tend to do the same things over and over, then I could do a video about each of those different types of, a video that contains all of them, not a video for each one. And then a video for other kinds of, embellishments, flat embellishments on a page. How do I embellish something without adding bulk? Like stamping and stenciling, things like that. So what do you think about a video series like that? Tags, that would be a huge, there's so many ways to do tags, but I could just do a video about the basics, and then each type of tag could go in different directions. Same with pockets too. Same with any of the things that we do. I don't know. I'm mulling that around in my mind. Does that sound interesting to you? Okay. So this one will be a tuck spot. So here, I'm not going to glue this, but I'll make sure that the lowest pieces are glued down. And I don't want anything too distracting to go in here. We have the pattern of the pineapples, and then we have the elephant. So putting a card with a picture on it, I think, would be distracting. So I would put a more plain card behind there. And then maybe on this one, I could do one of the more square. I'm not even sure if she's gonna, yeah, she would work. But I don't know if I want her on that. Where'd my square ones go? That would be cute. Or one without so much color, because that, these pages are very colorful. Let's see if we like this one. I don't know if I can cut this paper with this trimmer. I'm going to try setting the blade in the paper and then moving it. Yeah. Sometimes if you come at it, it just, with the vintage paper, it just crumples it up and tears it. Let's try it. If you don't go too fast, sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work any which way. Even if you put the blade in there first, it's just going to tear the paper. We've got these little bits here. This one is a cardstock piece, and I think I like that color of blue. It's darker than that blue, so it stands out. So I could make this into a pocket or a tuck spot. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. This paper rounder, corner rounder, probably won't do that thin paper by itself, so I'll put it with the cardstock and do it. I'll just do that one corner, and this will be a tuck. And I'm going to ink this. Scissors just fell on the floor and hit the base of my lamp. Just the act of inking that tore that paper a little bit, or maybe my cutter did that, I don't know, but it's going to be glued down anyway. And I might embellish this with a little bit of lace or trim somewhere on here. Let me just check my laces. Okay, I got a bunch to choose from. I'll just use that. That was easy. Can't get that pin through. Do I want it there? No, I want it there. And I might put some vintage ephemera behind here. Make sure that there's room for journaling in all these places. So those are 3 pockets. And let's see, where did I put that little pocket? Right there. I'm going to put that on the music page. So I'll make sure I have other pockets for the other music pages. These look like they all came from one book. This is another book, Animal Parade. Love those frogs. Oops. So I'll do another booklet again, but I won't do that on the video. I guess I don't need to try to match images to words because I don't have those kinds of images. I'm going to put a wagon here. And that will go with it. Alright, so far in this journal I have several different types of pockets. I have this one on the front of each signature and this one. So I only have this one, but I'll make another kind of pocket like that or something similar for each of these pages in the other signatures. So that's 2 pockets. 3 and 4. So I have 2 in the front half of the signature and 2 back here. I try to spread them out. So that's a good start. And as I make each of these pockets, they're not all going to be patched together like that. They'll probably just be cut off pieces from the other pages, and then they'll have one of the homemade tags, the flashcard tags, tucked in there. So I still have that to do. I think I like that one here. I don't have a lot of cardstock cutoffs because I like that one. I only put 1 cardstock page in each signature. Alright, so I've got some sewing to do, and then I do want to do some stenciling, just a little bit. I don't want to like stencil the whole thing, but a little stamping or stenciling on the white pages. I need to do that. But I think that's enough for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you are crafting along with me, and I hope you're having a creative day. See you next time. Bye-bye.